Have you ever wondered what it would be like if your weekly golf game actually meant something, like championship-level stakes? Well, today we're going to talk about a group of golfers who made that a reality. This is the story of Ripple Golf, a community built on friendly rivalries, a whole lot of passion, and the weekly battle for one incredible prize, the belt.
So to really understand what this group is all about, we're going to start with a story. And trust me, this is way more than just a round of golf. This is a story about one man's fight against the elements and a true test of grit.
All right, picture this. It's December 7th, 2025. We're at Butter Valley Golf Course in Pennsylvania. 8 guys from the BC Tour are heading out to play, armed with their clubs and, well, what the source calls a questionable amount of optimism. The day was so intense, they actually called it a Pearl Harbor day that will live in frostbitten infamy. That tells you everything you need to know.
Now, their first opponent wasn't even another person. It was Mother Nature. The forecast called for cold, sure, but what they got was something else entirely. The temperature just absolutely cratered, turning the course into a frozen, unforgiving landscape. We're talking brutal.
And if the cold wasn't enough, they had to deal with the greens. And these weren't just fast. Oh no, they were described as diabolical with a capital D. Basically slick, frozen sheets of ice. Even a perfect shot would just get rejected. It was a nightmare for any golfer.
So you've got the cold, you've got the icy greens. What else could go wrong? How about the group playing in front of you? Turns out they were a foursome moving with, and I'm quoting here, the urgency of a tectonic plate. Just imagine standing there, freezing, waiting on every single shot. That's a mental battle right there.
But through all that chaos, the bitter cold, the impossible greens, the agonizingly slow pace, one guy, Chris DiNardo, wasn't just surviving, he was thriving. He showed a kind of focus and determination that was just on another level, and in the end, it carried him to victory.
A story like that just makes you ask, right? What in the world are these guys playing for? What kind of league inspires someone to push through those conditions? Well, that brings us to the bigger picture, the Ripple Golf community itself. So, what is Ripple Golf? At its heart, it's this awesome, tight-knit group of amateur golfers from Pennsylvania and New Jersey. And they're not just hacking it around for fun, though I'm sure they have fun. They are competing week in and week out for that incredible championship belt. The whole thing really stands on 3 core pillars. And here they are. First, you've got the genuine thrill of competition. This stuff matters to them. Second, there's the joy of camaraderie. You know, the friendships and bonds you build out there on the course. And finally, the one thing that ties it all together, that relentless pursuit of the belt. And this is their official logo. It kind of perfectly captures what they're all about, right? The name says it all. Every week, a new winner creates a ripple, setting the new standard for everyone else to chase. And it all comes back to that one single prize. You know, a league with this much passion doesn't just spring up out of nowhere. What's really cool is how Ripple Golf grew organically, starting from these super humble, informal rounds and evolving into what it is today. Yeah, check out this progression. It literally started as just a few friends, the Dawn Patrol, getting out there super early to play. Then those casual games started to become more of a regular thing, a tradition. And then in 2023, things got serious. 8 of the most committed guys made it official. And most importantly, they got the belt. That's when everything changed. And you gotta love this part. It's completely a grassroots thing. Ripple Golf is a not-for-profit, and it's funded entirely by the members themselves. A lot of the guys are also members of the Bath American Legion, which just adds this whole other layer of community and pride. It's all just built on a shared love for the game. You know, every great league has its own unique rules and quirks, and Ripple Golf's Breakfast Club Tour is no different. They pretty much stick to PGA rules, but they have a few key tweaks that really define their whole vibe.
Okay, let's break down their code. First up, and this is a biggie, no gimmies. You have to put everything out. No one's giving you that 2-footer. You got to earn every single stroke. Second, a bit of a common sense rule for amateurs. You can roll the ball a scorecard's width to get a better lie. And third, a classic bit of golf etiquette, whoever won the last hole gets the box, meaning they tee off first on the next one. When you put all those rules together with their core values, you get this simple truth. This isn't your lazy Sunday round of golf. For these guys, every single round is a real, spirited battle. Which brings us right back to the heart of what Ripple Golf is all about, that weekly fight to be the best. The glory isn't permanent. It's up for grabs every single week, and every single member has a shot at it.
I mean, just take a look at some of the recent winners. The belt changes hands all the time, traveling from one course to another with a new champion each week. It keeps the competition exciting and makes sure that nobody ever gets too comfortable on top.
And in the end, this is what it's all for. This logo says it all. It's about becoming the Tour champion for that week, getting those all-important bragging rights, and of course, taking home that incredible championship belt.
So really, when you strip away all the layers, Ripple Golf boils down to these three simple things. It's about the friendships you build, the thrill of a real competition, and that pure, simple love of the game of golf itself. And that kind of leaves us with one final thought, doesn't it? The story of these guys battling frozen greens for a belt, it really makes you think about our own hobbies and passions. Is it the prize we're after? Is it the people we share it with? Or is it the challenge itself? What is it that makes any game truly worth playing?